We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Devin Smeltzer gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
JaCoby Jones the next to hit. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here comes the first pitch. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, someone that's been struggling a bit is Jonathan Schoop. He's really been struggling, hitting under 200 over the last 10 games. He doesn't usually go into these long droughts, but right now he's truly in one. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Cameron Maybin now.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
Ball 2, Maybin, who sometimes goes by the nickname Slim. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1. Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. This is lifted out to left. Rosario is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. Now here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Heading out towards shallow right. Cruz is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Tigers nothing. Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the Show. Jordan Zimmermann will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Stepping into the box, Luis Arraez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Arraez.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a liner, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. A chance now from target field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be a difference maker, as he often is. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
So now to the plate, Jorge Polanco, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Here's C.J. Cron now. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
C.J. Cron.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 2-1 home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
That is it. The second baseman.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. I want to focus on the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, playing third base, not only from the offensive side as he evolutionizing the game with his new swing path, he'll also dive into the stands defensively to save a run for his pitcher.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2.
2 strikes.
Hard hit at third. Donaldson's up with it. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Niko.
Well, when you're making that throw all the way across, you've got to make sure you gather and fire, because if you don't, the ball will sink on you. Look like he tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an error.
Standing in, Niko Goodrum. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And he lays off for ball one.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
That's a ball.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. My goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball three.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three.
Batting seven.
Next for the Tigers, Harold Castro. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Hit hard to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. Past history with Jordan Zimmermann. He has a 3-for-12 line. He also has 1 home run. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver. As it's on the ground toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Now in the box, Josh Donaldson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's set, and the pitch. Garver leads off first with one away. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
The first baseman.
Well, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Alex Avila comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Byron Buxton waits on deck. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. One and 0. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to left field. 1 run is scored. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 outs, this might get them all home. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 3-0 game. And the ball's waiting for him, and he's out at the plate as he pretty much just ran out of gas out there. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Twins are in front, 3-0. At the plate, Austin Romine. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
One gone here in the Detroit third. And into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. First pitch on its way. Here's Donaldson down at third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, JaCoby Jones.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, JaCoby Jones. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. Still down 3-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Twins come to bat in the third inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The second baseman, Luis Arraez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one into right. Maybin is there to put it away for out number 1. So with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ballgame here today. So striding forward now, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Digging in to try it again. Nelson Cruz 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
The 1-0 home. In the air down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, but this will land untouched. 2 out, nobody on. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Rolled slowly to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Now at the plate, Maybin. as we begin the top of the fourth.
The right fielder, number 4.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
Ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Maybin carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys showing good but not great fastballs. 92 for one, 91 for the other. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. So far 0 for 1 with a fly out. Pitch on the way. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Here's Donaldson down at third. Reined in. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Cron.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Change up low, 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Popped him up. Polanco has a play. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it here 3-0. Here's Miguel Sano looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Sano hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
In now, Mitch Garver. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 24, Donaldson.
So 2 gone now for the Twins in their half of the fourth, and that brings up the former American League MVP Josh Donaldson. Zimmermann's ready. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Hard hit ball to second, and that is through into right field for a single.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. He'll go to Schoop at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. In now, Jonathan Schoop. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Fouled off. Hit back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
To the plate now, Niko Goodrum. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Into the box, Harold Castro. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Runner at second here with one man out. Two 2-0 to the Tigers left fielder.
2-0.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
The 2-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Austin Romine. Popped him up. Garver is there. And that's the 3rd out. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Home half of the 5th coming up. Twins are out in front, 3-0. Bottom of the inning now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Avila looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Remember, he was thrown out trying for the inside the park home run in his first at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And now Maybin will have to play this off the wall. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. Buxton ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded 3rd, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
At the plate, Luis Arraez. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw gets him 2 down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
So 2 are gone in the Twins' half of the 5th. And that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Zimmermann steps into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
In now, Miguel Sano, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Maybin is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins forced to settle for 1. 5 innings complete. Minnesota leads this one 4-0. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Digging in now, JaCoby Jones. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Throw into second, and that's out number 1.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Coming to the plate now, Cameron Maybin. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. And that misses 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Arraez ranging into the outfield. He can't get there as it falls in. And that's the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Into the box, Miguel Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A dive and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Tigers leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Into the box now, Mitch Garver. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Mitch Garver.
First delivery to him on the way. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. And that misses for ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
1-1, here it is.
Ball inside.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay out that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
Swinging a soft liner. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Hard hit toward the hole. And that is through into left field, a base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Anthony Castro will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Anthony Castro.
So now to the plate, Alex Avila, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Pitch on its way to Avila. Hit out towards second. Schoop is there. The second for one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Twins forced to settle for 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Twins 5 and the Tigers nothing. Seventh inning ready to roll. Next will be the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
Count even at 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Grounded to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Niko Goodrum.
Stepping into the box, Niko Goodrum. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. The pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This is line to left, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
To the plate now, Harold Castro, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two out with the man at first. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Next up for Detroit, Austin Romine. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
He's set. Here it comes.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
3-ball count now, and we were just talking about how losing control of your pitches is a telltale sign of running out of gas, and I think this might be his last hitter if he doesn't get him out.
And a full count now, 3-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Homer Bailey answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
Bailey.
Digging in, Jeimer Candelario. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, bases loaded. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Cruz is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. So the Tigers leave him loaded. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Luis Arraez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And a lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. In there, a base hit.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
At the plate now, Jorge Polanco. And he lays off there 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Runners on first with one down. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel Sano.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Miguel Sano. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1 on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone all the way into the upper deck. Two runs on the board after that home run by Miguel Sano. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
For a breaking ball right there down in the zone. Sometimes you just have to give the batters credit, Nero.
No, you do, Dan. His bat path was so perfect. You could tell he was almost sitting breaking ball. Didn't cheat to anything. Went down and got it.
Xiao Chang comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 68, Xiao Chang.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Twins 7 and the Tigers nothing. Ready to begin the 8th. So striding in, JaCoby Jones. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Popped up. Garver moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The right fielder,
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Digging in, Maybin. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. the 1-0.
The count 21.
Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The 1-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Would love to have a meeting at the mound right now with the pitcher. Don't understand that pitch down and in with a fastball with 2 strikes. Maybe he's looking for a ground ball.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. 3-2 now.
3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. In the dirt here. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Cron.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Cron. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out. That's
2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 balls and a strike to Cron.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
The 2-1 home. Hit down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Chopped at third. He's got it. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw won't get him.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Standing in, Jonathan Schoop. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 count, and the pitch fouled off. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
The 1-2. Slow little roller to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Striding in, Josh Donaldson. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Behind 0-2 now. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Ready now, Eddie Rosario. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Rosario.
First pitch coming, here it is. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he reaches out for the fastball and drives it with authority the other way to left. And it is gone, a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
1 ball, no strikes the count. One out, nobody on. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Into the box, Byron Buxton. Fouled away. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. Last chance coming up for the Tigers. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Niko Goodrum starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
At the plate, Harold Castro. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Rosario coming on, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Romine.
Now to the plate, Austin Romine. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Hops this one up. Avila in foul ground, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. Minnesota took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Devin Smeltzer wins his 3rd of the season. Homer Bailey turns in 2 1/3 out of the bullpen to earn the save, his 1st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: